Hello aviation community, welcome to year 2022. With a lot of hope of getting back to the latest shape of air travel, here we start the year with a sense of positivity. Now looking back at 2021, it was not the same as we expected, but there's always a purpose to achieve. With the kickoff of commercial space travel and supersonic future flights, and most importantly the IATA's massive commitment to achieve net zero emission by 2050 by introducing sustainable aviation fuel, an electric and hydrogen powered engine were the limelight to end a successful year. With all that being said, let's take a look at what happened in aviation 2021. Don't forget to subscribe Aim High Club if this video brought you some valuable information.
On a very special note, after 3.5-year boycott against the state of Qatar, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, and rest of the Gulf Cooperation Council announced the reopening of airspace and the resumption of air traffic between GCC and Qatar, which came into effect on January 9th. The Sriwijaya Air Flight 182, a Boeing 737-500, crashes off the Jakarta coast, killing 62 passengers on board. The accident is still under investigation. Virgin Orbit launched its Launcher 1 rocket to orbit for the first time using a modified Boeing 747 called Cosmic Girl, with a successful demonstration mission that carried a handful of satellites and delivered them successfully to low Earth orbit on behalf of NASA in January. The brand new $1.1 billion project terminal at Bahrain International Airport begins its operation in January 2021. The first Arab interplanetary mission, the Hope probe, enters the Mars orbital insertion is a significant milestone to the UAE and to the world. Was successfully completed on February 9, 2021. LATAM Airlines resumed its international operation after having stopped since June 2020, while Air Namibia ceased its operation and goes into bankruptcy. You probably remember this video took viral over the social media when United Airlines Flight 328, a Boeing 777-200, suffered an uncontained engine failure of the right-hand side engine over Colorado and the surrounding area. The flight was able to return to Denver International Airport safely with no injuries. The FAA orders emergency inspections of all 777s with the same PW series engines. ATS, or Air Power Teaming System, also known as the Loyal Wingman, is a project by Boeing Australia designed to be capable of flying alongside manned aircraft for support and performing autonomous missions independently using artificial intelligence. The first flight of the Air Power Teaming System of Boeing Australia launched in February 2021. Emirates Airlines showcased its UAE's remarkable progress in its vaccination program with a special flight carried only fully vaccinated crew and passengers on board. On 10th April 2021, the flight EK2021 departed from Dubai International Airport to cruise over various areas across the UAE. The US startup entrepreneur David Neeleman founded Breeze Airways and started its commercial operation in May 2021, while the Rolls-Royce opens the world's largest engine testbed facility, the Testbed 80 in Derby, United Kingdom. United Airlines placed an order for 15 supersonic boom overture aircrafts, which would enter the service in 2029. The United is expected to be the first airline to fly the supersonic after decades. In the meantime, the Boeing 737 MAX 10 took its first flight since the initial suspension in January 2020. The first test operates with flight duration of 2.8 hours. The Icelandic startup Play Airlines commenced its international operations with an inaugural flight from Keflavik to London Stansted. The space tourism company Virgin Galactic successfully launched its founder Richard Branson and 5 other crew members into suborbital space on 11 July 2021 in a milestone mission that marked the first fully crewed flight of its VSS Unity spaceflight. Soon after, Jeff Bezos blasted into the space with his rocket company named Blue Origin on the first flight with a handful of people on board. The new shaped rocket soared on the 52nd anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing. You are seeing the shocking footages of the last US C-17 Globemaster flight left Kabul airport amid a falling against Taliban with a record-breaking 823 civilians on board, ending one of the largest US military airlift and the war in Afghanistan. Philippine Airlines, the oldest commercial airline in Asia, files for bankruptcy amid of mounting debts due to COVID-19 pandemic in September 2021. South African Airways was relaunched after 18 months of grounding due to bankruptcy. A partnership between Takaso Consortium and the South African government brought the airline back along with the $2 million cash flow. Air India, along with its low-cost carrier Air India Express and 50% of Asia TS, a ground handling company, was sold to its original owner, Tata Sons, in October. Alitalia, the flag carrier of Italy, ceased its operation after 74 years due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic after years of losses. Its operation and assets handed over to new state-owned flag carrier called Italia.
We're here at Heathrow today to celebrate the reopening of the US transatlantic market. To mark the occasion, Virgin and British Airways are undertaking a dual takeoff.
After 20 months of restrictions, the United States opened up fully for travelers. This is celebrated when the first 2 flights back into the US from the United Kingdom, the 2 Airbus A350 operated by British Airways and Virgin Atlantic, conduct a parallel takeoff from London Heathrow Airport to the US. The future of the aerospace industry, the Dubai Air Show 2021, took place at Dubai World Central with a massive aircraft display, aircraft orders, and reconnecting aviation world once again. Highfly, the Portugal-based airline, lands an Airbus 340-300 in Antarctica at the Wolf's Fang runway after a flight from Cape Town, setting a world record for the largest aircraft ever to land in Antarctica. And what a way to end the year when Airbus delivered their 251st and the last Airbus A380 to their largest A380 operating customer, the Emirates Airline. That's the end of the era of A380 to the world. That's the end of the year. And that's the end of the topic of what happened in Aviation 2021. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on another episode. Stay safe, stay strong till I see you again.